So just in case you missed it, we got some more spoilers from the expansion slot of the upcoming SuperSlam. Let's take a look at what we'll be seeing in those expansion slot cards thus far, starting with the most recent one spoiled, which is Light Up the Leaves. Now this one's an interesting one because Light Up the Leaves fulfills a couple of different roles in the deck. First things first, I'll try to make it bigger so you can see it. It is a 3-cost red pitch, so it pitches for 1, Earth Wizard action that blocks for 3. And it says deal 6 arcane damage to any target. So first of all, it deals 6. It's a 3 for 6, so it's on rate with Burn Bear. Second of all, it can go to any target, so this can kill a chum. It can also kill any board state, like technically any board state thing. I don't even know the best way to put that. A permanent? Any permanent? It can kill just about anything that lives on the board. We'll put it that way. Except like your big, beefy Whaler Humperdinks. But like if you're playing in the LL format and you're worried about dragons, it can kill dragons. Basically, it can target whatever you need it to, which is a good thing to note. Now, it also has the effect that says instant. Discard this and an Earth card. Prevent the next 6 arcane damage target source would deal this turn. Now this has play in a lot of different formats. Specifically, it has play, of course, in CC, has play in Living Legend, and it has play in Blitz. This is actually super fantastic in Blitz in that Verdance really takes a step back. Even though you can still win with Verdance, really took a step back after losing Stormstriders. This gives you another arcane damage target, it gives you another way to fuel your graveyard and then focus on banishing, and it prevents damage and it keeps things in front of you. In Blitz, all of those things are necessary, but the same thing can be said in Classic Constructed. All of those things are necessary as well, and this fits the bill for all of them. And so cards like this make Verdance feel more wizardy. Obviously, it's a wizard spell. Like, this is what you're really feeling like you should do if you're trying to be a wizard and play like a wizard, is throwing some sort of spells. And so now that we have more spells like this, she's starting to feel less just like a numbers deck, a stompy type deck that has this, very powerful felling of the crown, and more thematic in that wizard style. This is a great card in my mind, not just because of what it does, but because thematically it gets you back to playing wizard. And that is something that I'm really excited about. Also, it taps into the earth damage prevention side of things, and it can progress your game plan for decomposing. So this seems like an absolute all-star card. Of course, the only person that can play this, because it's an earth wizard action, is Verdance herself. But I mean, if there's ever an earth wizard down the line, this is a pretty good card for them. Now, the very first card, I think, no, maybe it's not the very first card that we saw. It could have been the very first. I think it is the very first card that we saw, is Take the Bait. This is a 0-cost ranger action that blocks for 3 and pitches red. It is a Riptide specialization, and it says search your deck for a card, then shuffle and put it on top. Then you create a brand new token called a Bait token under an opponent's control. Go again. So this does have go again attached to it, so you can play this and then continue your turn after that. It almost might behoove you to play this last, because you're kind of hoping, well, technically, I guess it doesn't matter if you play this last or if you play this, like first or in the middle somewhere, because you don't want your opponent to know that they're going to be getting that Bait token. You would prefer if they kept more cards in hand, and I'll show you why. But nevertheless, you get to take a card from your deck, any card. Doesn't even have to be a trap, but you get extra value from the Bait token from a trap, and then you shuffle it and you put it on top of your deck, so you draw into it. This is a Bait token. Oh no, they don't have it. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find a Bait. Bait. There it is. So this is a Bait token. You give this to your opponent. You can't play or activate cards on your own. They can't do it. They're just not allowed. Action, destroy this when the chain link resolves. Attack. Okay, so this attacks, right? Once per turn, attack reaction costs 0. This gets +1 and go again. So here's the issue. Your opponent is given this Bait token, and they can't do anything on their turn with cards or activations or anything like that unless they action destroy this and attack with it. So if they attack Riptide, then they can, progress this, either remove this from the board or and skip their turn, or remove this from the board and attack react to give it +1 and go again. But what is the purpose of this? Well, one, it triggers every trap that has, like any text whatsoever in Riptide, because it's giving a buff, it's giving go again, and it's giving an attack reaction proc, right? So it sees all three. So all three are being triggered, which means literally every trap that Riptide plays is triggered by this. And in fact, the only ones that Riptide doesn't play, or sorry, that Riptide plays that isn't triggered by this are the ones that come from the arsenal, like the old crew traps. And technically you can only play those from the arsenal anyway. Nevertheless, everyone that looks for a condition, this meets that condition. It also completely stonewalls their turn unless they actually meet the things for you. So again, this card is encouraging you to play it towards the middle, or it was right next to it, I'm so silly, to play it towards the middle or the end of their turn, of your turn, so that you can give them that bait token, and then they are stuck with this either full hand or like good like counterplay, but they force you, they are forcing themselves to play into your traps. Okay, so I think this is really, really cool. I do expect to see this played in 3 of, if you're playing a decent number of traps. But even if you're not playing a decent number of traps, even if you're just like on the legendary traps and like a couple of traps for the matchup, you play this and you just get that card. That's the best part. You just search for the deck for that card, you put it on top, and like you just get it. So I could see this being a splash in 3 of guaranteed, just easy peasy. Okay, and I like this card. I like the design of it, and I think this feels thematic as well. The old bait and switch, I like that. This card made me so freaking happy. It made me so freaking happy. Kasai is my favorite deck in Classic Constructed. A long time ago, it was like Kano, and then Kano lost all the books and basically just became like find the thing off the top that combos into the thing off the top that combos into the thing, right? So like you lose a little bit of that fun. At least for me, I lost a little bit of that fun. And then after Kasai released, it was Kasai. From that point forward, I like played Kasai in ProQuest. It was like Dromai was just on her way out, so it was like Kasai was the one. And then Gravy Bones came out, and I hopped on the gravy train, and I've been riding the gravy train. But I'll tell you what, the call of Kasai has been echoing for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm just back on it as well. Like those 2 decks for me are my top 2, and Kasai is my number 1. She's so good. She's the perfect pirate they've ever designed. She's the perfect pirate. She needs to be a pirate. She needs to be a pirate. She is a pirate. She needs a gun. Just give her a pirate costume. I'm telling you. Anyway, Blood Follows Blade. Blood Follows Blade costs nothing. It's Kasai's specialization. It's a warrior attack reaction. It blocks for 3, and it says target sword attack gets go again. And when this hits, create a Centauri Sellsword token. You get to make a token on demand. The Centauri Sellsword, the dude you hire, your crewmate, which is why I'm saying like she was gravy before gravy, but she's like cooler. I'm just saying, she's like that cool. You get to make one on demand. This is so nuts. You don't even need to meet a condition. The card's so good. It's a 0 for 3 go again. Now here's the crazy part too. Like the more you play Kasai, the more you care about what you're going in cards actually are and actually do. And so like you're looking at like the 28 go agains, maybe 30 go agains tops, maybe we can go down to 26. Like this right here, easy 3 of. Play it in every matchup. Doesn't even matter. If you make the Centauri Sellsword and like you don't get to swing with it because they remove it from the board, like maybe against ninjas, you're kind of sad to actually get the go again on this. It doesn't even matter. It's so good. And the fact that it can just like come in and create the Centauri Sellsword on hit at a random time, like on a turn where you've gone like block 3 cards, this is an arsenal, keep a yellow, swing hot streak, they they don't block it, and then you just do this, is so good. And it's like, it has play into every matchup. Oh, it's just fantastic. Anyone that's like heavy blocking you out, so be it, right? So be it. You can put this into like attack reaction Kasai, where you're playing more attack reacts, and it's even better. Oh, I love this card. I love this card so much that I want 3 copies right now so that I can start playing it in Kasai. It's just that good. And finally, we have a whole suite for Olympia. We've got Golden Galea, which is a legendary Olympia spec that counts as gold and has temper block 2. We've got Golden Heart Plate, same thing, legendary Olympia spec, counts as gold, costs 2. Golden Gauntlets, same thing for the arms, legendary Olympia spec, gold, temper block 2, and then Golden Gate as well. Now, how do I feel about these? I feel like they're pretty cool. The fact that these count as gold, I mean, it makes sense based on the name. And it temper blocks 2. The whole idea of Olympia being able to like expend the equipment and then go visit the Golden Anvil and grab more equipment is really great. And honestly, it would have been cool if like these could be run more than just one of. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like these would be run more than just one of. Like, it's cool that he has more equipment to go to the well for, right? But I will say that I wish there was a bit of a payoff with this card. Like, I wish, to me, Olympia, he can get gold. And I was playing Olympia in Project Blue last week, and I was like, I can get gold and I can do cool things. I can do big attacks. But then what do I do with the gold? I dig for the big attack? And so it was like, there's still not the payoff. And so here, LSS, I designed this card. Are you ready, LSS? Here it is. Let me put it on the screen. I'll have to drag it in. I made my own version of this card. This is it. This is the payoff I was hoping for right here. All right, Golden Gauntlets, Olympia specialization, not legendary. And it blocks 2, temper block 2. When you destroy a gold token, put a counter on Golden Gauntlets. So it can just rack up counters, right? Attack reaction, destroy this. Target attack gets plus X, where X is the number of counters on Golden Gauntlets. So we have a reason to make gold, crack gold, draw more cards. It's attached to an equipment. It's attached to arm equipment, which is always buffed attacks, right? We have all of these things set in place so that we can attack react on top of our like attacks. And we can do it on like an attack action card, or we can do it on an attack, like a weapon attack. Either way, the best part is you can go and you can buy this back and you can do it again over and over again. I think this is what I would deeply wished that we got. Instead, we got some pretty cool equipment. Help me out. Okay, look, I'm struggling to see the utility of this counts as a gold, right? Because like, I can't crack it like a gold. I can't think of many cards that are like, if you have more gold tokens. Is there even a card like that? If you have more gold, like, it's pirate cards. I don't know, man. I don't know. Help me out. Is there a good benefit for these counting as gold besides like the theming of it? Tell me in a comment below. But these are the cards we've seen so far, and I really, really, really hope we get some more cool specializations like these, because I do think that these are very cool. I hope that we get some other reprints as well. Specifically, I hope we get reprints of legendary equipment. That is what I deeply want. I will have a video later this week talking about why. I hope we get reprints of legendary equipment, because to me that would be best case scenario for the future of Flesh and Blood. But let me know what you think about these cards in a comment below. If you enjoy this type of thing, make the number go to the other number. And as always, thanks for watching.